mynews.studio.
Drums echo along the Hong Kong harbor. You've got ancient rituals colliding with modern crowds. Do you think a festival that's 2,000 years old can really unite a city today?
Today is June 17th, 2025. The Dragon Boat Festival, or Tuaneng, is happening all over Hong Kong. The waterfront's completely packed, and these races aren't just about sport. They connect people to a story that's centuries old. Why do you think this festival still resonates so much?
It's because there are so many layers to it. Originally, villagers raced boats to honor Yuan, a poet who drowned himself in protest against corruption. They beat drums to scare off evil spirits, throw rice dumplings, called zongzi, into the river. Over time, those rituals merged with dragon worship, community rites, and even old military drills. But the festival's changed a lot, hasn't it?
Definitely. This year, the Sun Life Hong Kong International Dragon Boat Races turned the Tsim Sha Tsui Promenade into a real festival zone. Thousands of athletes from around the world, plus families, tourists, food stalls, even beer gardens. Do you think this shift from local ritual to global carnival happened recently, or has it been more gradual?
It's been gradual, but really sped up in the last 20 years or so. Hong Kong's social and political environment is changing quickly. Organizers have responded by making the festival bigger, more inclusive. So now you've got international teams, corporate sponsors, signs in different languages. There's a real push to involve both locals and visitors. But do you think there's a downside to making it so commercial?
That's the tricky part. Corporate funding lets the event grow, but it can sometimes push the traditions into the background. If marketing and spectacle take over, do people still remember the reason behind the races or why we eat zongzi? Organizers are trying to keep things like educational events and traditional performances in the spotlight. But is that enough to keep the real meaning intact?
It's always a balancing act. But these big public events help newcomers, people who didn't grow up with the festival, find a connection to Hong Kong's culture. Plus, the festival's spreading. Cities like New York and Atlanta now hold their own dragon boat races. Does that show the tradition's universal appeal? What do you think about the way cultural traditions can evolve and connect people across the world?
It really does. The need for community and belonging isn't unique to one place. People everywhere want to feel connected to history and to each other. Festivals like this become anchors, especially in cities that are always changing and full of different cultures. But as the festival spreads and changes, how do you keep it authentic?
It takes intention. Organizers need to make sure the festival's history is explained, not just presented. It's not only about the races or the food. It's about understanding why the traditions started. That's how you keep a sense of identity, even as things change.
So the Dragon Boat Festival isn't just a race. It's almost a guide for how to bridge the old and the new, the local and the global. It shows that heritage can still bring people together, even as cities change.
And it's a reminder, wherever you are, racing in Hong Kong or watching from somewhere else, that tradition can stay strong and open to everyone if we focus on what matters.
Thanks for joining us while we explored how the Dragon Boat Festival moved from ancient ritual to global event and what it might mean for cities everywhere.
Thank you for listening. This episode was powered by mynews.studio. Try it now for free.